I'm sorry, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I have a voice. I have my own thoughts, my own fears, my own concerns, and I don't believe in those who say they speak on my behalf. I don't believe in those that say they represent me. They represent us. They represent our fears, our concerns, that they fight for us. You know what? I could fight for myself, and I think that all the people out there have a right to take a stand on their own and not have to rely on others to do the fighting for them. We have a voice, and I refuse to accept silence as an acceptable solution. Does that make me wrong? Does that make me unpopular? Well, I'll tell you this, I really don't care. Do you really think I do this to be popular? Do you really think I do this to get a reaction? Do you really think that I do this because I want to be loved by everybody because I'm getting something out of this? No, I do this because I feel better saying and speaking my mind, saying what's in my heart, saying what's in my soul, putting out my own thoughts. This is not left versus right, right's better than left, left's better than right. This is common sense. And if that makes me unpopular, I'll tell you this, I really don't care, because I am not about being politically correct. And if you are about being politically correct, then maybe this isn't a podcast for you. This isn't a radio show for you. This isn't where you belong. But if you're somebody with common sense and sees through the lies and the smoke screens and the diversions and feels like they want to be heard and be a part of something more, then this is where you belong. This is where you are welcome with open arms to be a part of it. Yes, people, this is where I say things that need to be said without fear, without concern, and I don't care how others view them. I don't care how the critics feel or think or dissect my words. I'm speaking my mind because I'm an American citizen, and I have the right to free speech, and I'm going to utilize that right, and I'm going to execute that right as loud as I possibly can and as many times as I possibly can, because I'm a citizen of the greatest country in the world, and I believe that all of you have been lied to, misrepresented, and screwed over just like I have. So ladies and gentlemen, this is for you, this is for me, and this is for those out there that care about reclaiming the sovereignty of this great nation. This is for all of you who are ready to do more than just sit idly by and accept what we're force-fed, accept the lies, accept what we're told to be the norm. No. We will decide what's right for us. We will decide what's best for us. We will decide because we are the people and we have a voice. That's just my opinion. This is Voice of the People USA Radio. I am Daniel Smariglio, the president and founder of Voice of the People USA and Voice of the People USA Radio. This is my little daily podcast. These are my thoughts, these are my rants, and I assure you, they're not for the faint of heart. I will be explicit, I will be blunt, but that's just how I am. That's just how I roll, and that's what I do. With that, time to cut the crap and get to the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Voice of the People USA, Voice of the People USA Radio, and we are coming to you live on Spreaker. Time to cue the intro because I love it, it inspires me, and I hope it inspires you. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. So apparently that's my intro. And you know what? It's supposed to be a quick intro, but at 6 minutes and 23 seconds, damn, that's a long intro. It was a suggestion made by Spreaker, and a lot of other people have sent emails that said I should have an intro like other podcast radio shows. So I tried to put something together, and needless to say, it's a bit long. So the title of this is a quick update of the next podcast, but my God, that wasn't exactly that quick. So let me know. I want your feedback, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know what you think of the intro because it's a little lengthy, but isn't everything I do a little bit lengthy? This is Dan Smirglio, Voice of the People USA and Voice of the People USA Radio, and of course America Rising. How dare I forget that? And I'm coming to you with just a few minutes worth of a podcast because the other night I posted part 1 of Back, Pissed Off, and Ranting. And needless to say, we had lots of live viewers late night, early morning, and we've had a ton of listens and a ton of new followers. So for that, I am grateful to you all, and I thank you all. And when I went to record part 2, maintenance was being done on Spreaker. For a second, I thought Spreaker was liberaling it up a little bit and maybe trying to find its own way to censor me, but apparently that isn't the case. They were just sincerely doing maintenance on the site. So, hey, it happens, right? So basically, because I have to work today and I work until the morning, when I come home in the morning, I work a multitude of jobs and a multitude of different shifts and really leaves no time for much of a life. But part 2 is coming, and it will come tomorrow because there's so much more I have to say and so much more I have to get out. And I promise you, when I do, there's going to be a lot more of the little controversial digs and the controversial little topics that I touch on because there's so much more I have to say and so much more that needs to be put out there. But again, I want to thank everybody who has been listening. I want to thank everybody who has joined the fan page. Again, the fan page can be found on liberal-controlled Facebook at Voice of the People USA Radio. You can put it in a little search box thingy on Facebook, and you could find it and click that like button, people. Click that like button, follow, because I promise you, you're going to want to be subscribed to the forthcoming things I'm putting out there. As I spoke about the other night, not only the podcast coming back daily, minus yesterday, sorry, podcast returning daily, and Voice of the People USA Radio. The show will be returning sooner than you think, and as I said, it's going to be 2 shows a week, 2 3-hour shows, taking your calls, having guests, welcoming you to the chat room to be a part of everything that we do there, putting out your questions, your thoughts, your concerns, your feelings, because I want to hear from you, and also creating what I'd like to call as a Voice of People USA Radio Network. I just want to sound more professional than I am, really. But as I said, that is going to be something open up to all of you out there. And a lot of the people that have reached out to me asking how they could do their own radio show. And I assure you, if you want to be heard and have something to say, then there is a way. And it's rather costly. It's rather expensive, to go out there and utilize your free speech and free thought. But nevertheless, I figured the least I could do, and the least we could do at Voice of People USA, is put out our own version of a radio network online, and then opening it up to the days that we're not doing shows prior to that, and the days that we're not on. Obviously, we're going to play replays of our shows because, well, that's just what I do. But also, I want to open up those time blocks to other people who may want to have their own internet radio show and may want to have a chance to be heard. That way, instead of paying all that money out of pocket for your own thing, you can come be as part of something else. It's not going to be any cost to you that you could be a part of. It's not about Voice of the People trying to take over. It's simply about the name, Voice of the People USA, because all of you are the greatest voices out there, the greatest power source out there, and you all deserve to have your voices heard. So I want to, as a gift to all of you, but also as a common sense approach, give us a way to give you something back. to give you something more, to be a part of this, to be a part of something, and that's what I'm working on now. Obviously, if there's anybody out there that has experience with doing websites or any type of social network creation, things like that, please email me, americarisingagain@gmail.com, or leave a message on the fan page on Facebook, leave a message on the wall here on Spreaker, and that is Spreaker.com/user/VOPUSA radio. You see what I mean? Too many slashes there, too many things. So we got to kind of condense that and bring it all into one main site, one main portal that you can go to listen to the radio show, listen to the podcast, and have your own show and be a part of everything in one place, one home, one time. I think it'll be a lot easier. So, like I said, part 2 of the podcast I did the other night, and it was long, and I noticed a lot of people listened to it in its entirety, and kudos to all of you. Most definite kudos to all of you for actually putting up with that in its duration. That's not always easy to do when it comes to me. But for the positive feedback I've received, I want to thank you so much, because this time, for the first time, the positive feedback way outweighed the negative comments, and that's a rarity. So I guess some of the critics that like to listen to my shows and subscribe to my shows, which, again, if you're a critic and you don't like me and you subscribe to my show, you're kind of sort of a mark, as some would use. You're a fan whether you want to admit it or not, because you increase the numbers. So thank you for that. But in the other podcast, I spoke about a lot of things, but one thing I did touch on was the issue of racism and the issue of civil rights, and I received a lot of feedback from that, and I assure you that was from the heart, and that was something I was sincere about, and I cannot tell you enough how much that means to me that there was such a positive reaction to that. I thank you for that, and it's something that I sincerely feel inside of me, and I'm happy that, you responded well to it. All in all, yes, I say things that, as I said in the very long intro, that don't make me popular. And for some who drop off the following list, for every one who drops off as following, we get 10 more, it seems. So, you know what? Thank you. And for those who decided this podcast, this fan page, the radio show isn't for you, I don't hate you. At least you gave it a listen and tried. Not your cup of tea? Hey, I respect that. This isn't for everybody. This is for those out there that feel as if they need a common sense, in-your-face, blunt, non-PC approach to things happening in this country, and that's what I attempt and try to deliver. So I hope you get that, and I think you do. And again, I've been talking about a long time returning to the rally scene, because rallies, protests, these are the ways that we are going to make an impact, and we are going to send a message to the corrupt, all power-consuming heathen pricks in the world of politics and in our government that think that they control us. They are coming, and this will be the very, very, very long-delayed America Rising Rally Series. It's something that needs to be done. It's something that has to be done, and it's a different kind of approach. It's a different kind of event. It's a different type of rally, if you will, because we're not just going to talk about the illegal criminal alien invasion, which of course is destroying our country. It's not just going to talk about, taxes, things of that nature. It's going to encompass everything. I want to put out there all the bad, all the hurt, all the things that we see killing our nation, destroying our sovereignty, taking its toll on you and I, if you will. And with that, putting out solutions, making it an all-encompassing event where we don't shy away from any issues, from states' rights to gun rights to immigration law to anything and everything. I want to incorporate it all into one event, not just one event, but one event where we go to that state and we do it again and again and again. It's an expensive endeavor. It's a hard endeavor, but it's something that we've done before. We did it years ago. It lasted years. We never went away. We lied dormant on purpose. And now it's time to come back, because you know what? Any type of rallies and events that are being held by the big groups, if you will, as far as I'm concerned, they've lost their way. They've lost their track. I'm not going to have speakers that you have to pay $100,000 for to come entertain you for 15 minutes so they can lie to you and say how much they feel the same as you and they care so much about you, as long as they get paid, of course, and get first-class accommodations, first-class hotel, everything else. They want nothing but the best because the rich just want to get richer off of using and utilizing American outrage and the fact that the people of this country are pissed off and want something more. They are the very root of the problem as far as I'm concerned. So the speakers that we have coming to our rallies are going to be hardworking, normal people that actually give a damn, that don't want to take something in order to put something out there, to put a positive message out there, to put a positive innuendo out there about how great this country is and how we the people can take it back, how we the people have the power supreme. So these events are special to me. They will be special to me. Everything we've ever done is special to me. But these are going to be something different, something more. And it all begins at the United Nations. We will rally. We will protest at the UN. I will do it in the middle of the week if need be, because I want those criminal, terrorist protecting, loving bastards that utilize the whole diplomatic immunity crap to their own gain, of course. I want them to see thousands upon thousands of American citizens airing their disgust, their disdain, and their all-encompassing hatred towards the UN, live and in color, because the UN is the greatest mask of evil. The UN wants to take away our gun rights along with our bastard-in-chief. The UN wants to basically protect all those that mean us harm, protect all those that want to put American lives in danger. They want to do nothing but condemn Israel and hate on Israel and do everything in their power to hold them down. This will be a rally for everyone, whether you're pro-gun rights, pro-state rights. Remember Agenda 21, people. If you don't know what UN Agenda 21 is, I'm going to do another show on it, but I ask you all to Google it, Agenda 21. Yes, the one is Agenda 21 for dummies. It sounds kind of insulting, so a big F you to the prick that put that out there. But nevertheless, it does break down everything that the UN has been trying to do, not just this past year, more so for the past 22 years. And if you listen to that, if you read that, and you see that, you'll notice how Agenda 21 is enacted. It is taking place, and it is happening on our soil. So, state rights, gun rights, immigration, anything and everything. The UN is a body of evil. It is funded, and we need to pull that funding. We need to tell them, we don't want you on our soil. Diplomatic community, international soil, my ass. You don't deserve it. You're stationed, you're located in New York City. You hate this country so much, then why not go have the new UN in Tehran, or Egypt, or Syria? Get the hell out of our country, because you don't belong, and we the people are sickened by you. With that, people, I'm going to cut this because I have outro music to play, and after that, you will not hear from me again until sometime tomorrow, and I promise you, what I have to say will be loud, will be abrasive, will be blunt, but damn it, it'll be honest, and more honest than the crap that you're going to hear out there. Why? Because when real Americans speak, the powers that be, they fear us, and that is the greatest power that we hold over them. I thank you all. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you all have a great evening, and good morning to those who are on the other side of the country. I thank you all. I thank you for anyone who listens to this little brief podcast, and please remember, follow us on Spreaker, Spreaker.com/user/VOPUSA Radio. I actually think it's Spreaker.com/VOPUSA Radio, but hey, whatever. Facebook, America Rising. Facebook, Daniel Smariglio. And, of course, on Facebook, we have Voice of the People USA Radio fan page. Hit it, like it, share it, tell your friends, Be a part of it. Send me your emails. Send me your thoughts, your messages. I want your feedback now. I want to know what you think of the intro that I recorded. I want you to tell me what you want to hear. I want you to tell me what you think about where I'm going and what I'm saying, because I do like your input. It's not going to necessarily change my mind, but for the loyal listeners, I actually care about you. For the people who come because they believe in anything that I'm saying, all of you, again, act and serve as my inspiration. I thank you all. God bless you all. God bless America. And I will speak with you all again tomorrow. This is Disturbed, and this song is Indestructible, which we the people are as a whole. Everyone, have a great day. I'll see you soon. Let's roll.